Hey everyone, today is February the 4th, 2022, and I feel that it's pretty important that I share my thoughts and feelings with y'all today. For those of y'all who may not know, February the 4th is a significant day in my life, and this one in particular is pretty monumental. 10 years ago today, I experienced the toughest tragedy of my life when I lost 3 of my best friends in a wreck. A lot has happened since then, so I've decided to make this video presentation on the 10th anniversary of their death to commemorate them, explain the impact that they had on my life, and catch everyone else up on where I'm at in my life today. The best way to explain the relationship that I had to them would be to start with Thomas. Most of everyone knows that D-Way Polk is my right-hand man. Well, Thomas was my left-hand man. It's kind of funny now that I mention it, given the fact that D-Way is actually left-handed, but anyway. I met Thomas when I was in the first grade, and we remained friends from then on out all into adulthood. Thomas helped me grow more emotionally and socially than any other person of my own age that I was around during my years growing up. And through Thomas, I become a lot closer to our classmate Blake and Thomas's younger brother Nico. Blake and Nico were best friends, and oftentimes when I reference this I'll say 3 brothers, because as far as I'm concerned Blake was essentially their brother. And if Thomas wasn't either with me or if he wasn't with our friend Spoon, he was going to be with Blake and Nico. I owe a lot of my best high school and teenage memories to the 3 of them. I could easily make an entire video series about that, and maybe I will, but that's a topic for another day. I was visiting a friend the night they died. I was getting ready to leave that friend's house, and I got out to my truck, and I went to check my phone, and I noticed that I had over 30 missed calls. And before I could even figure out where all these calls had originally come from, a friend of mine that I hadn't heard from in years called me up and explained the news to me. It never felt real, if that makes any sense. It sometimes, to this day, it still does not feel like it really ever happened. It was easily the most difficult night of my entire life. I mean, I literally lost half of my entire inner circle within a moment. I did not sleep for the next 3 days. Each day after that night, it felt surreal. It felt like I had survived a war that I wasn't supposed to. In other words, I knew I was alive, but I didn't feel like I should be alive in that moment. I also felt like I'd lost my sense of a future. And I may not be doing it quite a lot of justice trying to explain it this way, and perhaps something you just have to experience to really understand. But it wasn't like I was abandoning all my long-term plans and goals for my life, but my complete conception of next week, next month, or even tomorrow, whatever, was completely gone. I felt like I was going to die from any moment to the next. But it took many, many years to eventually develop that back. But early on, I knew that I wanted to celebrate their legacy in some form or fashion. And not too far into my first year of grieving, I had a dream that I was riding a mechanical bull at a club with the 3 of them. And as I was flying off the mechanical bull, and as I hit the ground, I woke up from my dream with a grand realization. So for the first 4 years, I hosted a festival in my hometown of Price, Texas, back in East Texas, in memory of Thomas, Nico, and Blake, and we called it the TNB Memorial Festival. We had a mechanical bull, live music, food, games, decorations, themed in things of their liking, and I know hosting these events helped me heal a lot, and I hope and pray that it helped all of those who were involved. Since then, my life has evolved drastically, but I still find some special way to celebrate Thomas, Nico, and Blake every year on February the 4th, or as I now call it, TNB Day. Fortunately, after a long road of self-discovery over these years, I've healed quite a bit, and I've managed to reclaim the person that I was before all this happened. To this day, I still have dreams where I'm with them, and about halfway through the dream, I realize that it's a dream, and I hug them real tight and I cry until I wake up. There are still a number of songs that I can't listen to without at least shedding a few tears here and there. But now when I do, I can do it with pride, because I know that missing them as much as I do is just a small price to pay for how truly blessed I was to have had them for the years that I did. My life today is better than I ever imagined it would have been after that night 10 years ago. During this time, I've found my father and his side of the family, which is honestly an entirely another video in itself. I've established relationships with my long-lost brothers and sisters. I've become a successful businessman, an aspiring martial artist, a father, and finally, for the first time in my life, a truly whole human being. I'll always carry the memories that I made with Tomas Garza, Nico Garza, and Blake Winfrey until the day that I rejoin them. Thank you all very much for watching this video. God bless, love y'all, and we'll holler at you next time. Happy TNB Day.